participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Gamecocks will put total power and will get started. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. Turning on the Jets. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
There's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Turning it on. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw. It's Overton. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The sure hands, it's Grove. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's caught. It's Clark. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to pass. It's Overton. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he tacked on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Silver. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. To the air. It's sharp. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give is to Williams. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Overton. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab, it's Smith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolute shank. Missed it. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Rice alive on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Overton. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, the ground game. Nice move there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking for a crease. It's Denson. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas. And that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out. And they slip in the run game, and the good passing game, and the running QB, and so many things to look at.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the air. It's sharp. Using the quick game. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to throw. It's Overton. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Clemson. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Leach. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Hauls it in, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Makes the catch. It's Lawrence. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sharp. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Davidson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Clemson jumps to the line. They go to the ground. Slithers into space.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Off the RPO, complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Past the first down marker and still running. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Scanning the field, it's Sharp. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football bomber out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Overton. The short hand, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Gamecocks will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Sharp. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Turning it on. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off play action. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Starts to scramble to the left. Catch in the middle, it's Blow. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Using his legs to buy some time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense getting set for first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After the misfire, now on second down.
Here we go, set!
Back to throw, it's Overton. the backfield, he's open. And he's knocked down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're coming. Using his legs, it's Denson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Running back searching for a hole. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And these first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Overton. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10.
More base bait. More base bait. Cooler.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Sharp. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Overton. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
And again, stop right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A lot of ground to cover here on 4th down. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.